Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm bringing you another piece. This one is a little bit on the smaller side yet again, like I said, because those are like super easy for me to show. Um, this one is a rare one just because I kept the negative space as it is or as it came on the canvas because canvases majority of the time they come white. These days they have them painted black, but I usually paint the background of mine whatever color I want, but this time I used a negative space. This one was, I think I finished it in 2018. I'll show the signature. And as I was about to show it, I said, it's always in the backdrop. And I have an idea of why I kept that negative space during that time because I feel like that time was a negative time. My great grandmother had passed away, and then it was just all negative. Like I couldn't see any positivity. So then this piece is now kind of making sense to me years later. So without further ado, here it is. So you see, I'll bring it in closer so you can kind of take a look. So all of the white lines on here are negative spaces. So I left it as it is. I never usually do that. And this part of it, like I colored those ones. So the heart here, I guess, signifies something that was supposed to come because I was feeling more connected to her during that time, and I wanted to go see her. So now it's kind of starting to make sense to me. And then because I had started the painting before she passed, and then um, I finished it, I believe, a little bit before she passed away. I know it was not after, but during that time, I just got super discouraged. I guess it was approaching that time because I did speak to her on WhatsApp video call, and it saddened me. And so the negative space, I just said, you know what, I'm done with this piece, and then I left it. So I'm like, you know what, now I'm looking at it, and I thought about showing it because it was, a smaller piece. I'm like, oh my gosh, I left the negative space. I don't recall having another piece where I have the negative space like this, like it's always colored black or something. So I'm thinking that's the reason for that. And so um, that's the short story of me using the negative space. And again, like I said, me doing this is revealing a lot about myself as well in terms of my headspace when I created the piece, because it's kind of like as time goes by, if the piece is starting to make sense, and that's why I can't really let go of them, because I always go back to them and I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense, maybe that's why I did that at that time. So that's what that this piece is for me. So it's not going to be a long one. I think because it's negative surrounding this piece. And hey, sometimes it happens. Like negative things happen in life all the time. Like, yeah, you look at the glass half full, but at the end of the day, you can't, like, it happened. Like, you can't say, oh, it's a positive thing when it wasn't. Like, unless, you know what I mean? So that's going to be the short one for today. I'll bring it in again just so you can see that I left the negative space open and I was not happy during that time. So maybe that's why. So thank you guys again for watching. Until next time.